thinking, why not tell you a little more info about why I like longer arms on me and why I love it on good looking girls. Let's go back to the past. Well, already even as early as when I was 5 years old, maybe 4, I would lie in bed under the covers like I was taking a nap, but I would have on a long sleeve shirt with the sleeves rolled up to the elbow. And Mom would come in and I would tell her I was taking a nap, but when the door was shut, I'd lift the covers and look at my arms. And even at 5 years old, it turned me on. Yeah, it turned me on. If I was embarrassed, I would have been embarrassed to death if Mom would have seen me with my sleeves rolled up. And likewise, even as far as when I was in the 8th grade, I would not roll my sleeves up for anyone to see. But when I was by myself, I would, and that turned me on. If I saw a girl with her sleeves rolled up the length of a forearm, good gracious, you talk about, I loved it, I loved it. But I didn't dare let myself be seen in public with the sleeves rolled up, or even with them rolled up 3/4 up on my arm. I remember in the 4th grade, the only shirt I had to wear on St. Patrick's Day that was green was a 3/4 sleeve, and the whole day I wore a coat so I would not be seen with my sleeves rolled up. But anyways, that's a whole nother story. It might relate to what I'm about to tell you. In the 7th grade, when I used to go to bed at night, and I would try to daydream myself to sleep. See, back then, when I was in the 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, even into the 8th grade, the thought of a girl being able to run faster than me was a turn on. The ultimate fantasy would have been for a girl with her sleeves rolled up to her elbow behind me, chasing me and catching me. That to me was the ultimate turn on. And I used to daydream about that, fantasize about that a lot in bed as I was going to bed, trying to go to sleep. Well, sort of like the foreplay, before it got to the ultimate in my fantasy, before she outran me like that with the ultimate fantasy, we would be racing. We would just be racing, and she would give me a head start. And she would, of course, during this part of the fantasy, she had a long sleeve shirt on, a long sleeve button up shirt on. And as I was running as fast as I could, here she comes. She passes me, giggling, and I somehow noticed, unintentionally, how long her forearms seemed as she was running past me. And that's how it got bred, because I associated long arms and long forearms with that it factor of whatever makes a person desirable, above, strong, better than the rest. That would explain why I love long arms on a girl. But me, whenever I see good looking girls, whenever I used to see them, I wanted to be like them to the girls. Are you getting what I'm saying? So therefore, I too wanted to have the long arms. If I was out running a girl, I'd want her to see me and think I had the long arms, because I did. I hope this clears it up for you. That lets you take a look into my psyche as to why I want to be a good looking guy. Because back in around that time, I used to see floods of good looking girls in the mall, and how they made me feel. They made me want to show off. They made me want to get loud, be noticed by them. Although I wouldn't have admitted it. I was ashamed to admit I liked girls back then. I too want these same girls to look at me and feel the same feelings that they made me feel back then. And for that to happen, I'd have to be a good looking guy. I hope this enlightens you some. But you probably don't give a shit. So fuck off and get the fuck out. And I sell my soul for those longer arms, forearms, and those smoking hot looks, if I must.